and welcome back to The Mom Guilt Cure. If you are new here, this is a page for empowering and uplifting moms who just want to feel better in their day-to-day. And this video is going to be all about making your home your haven. If you are new here, my name is Ashley, and I am a mom of 3 boys, ages 4, almost 7, and 9. So I am a mom of 3 boys. I'm currently homeschooling, and I am trying to run this page and do a lot of everything. So if I'm not super consistent with posting, I apologize, but I really wanted to get this video in particular out there because I think it's really important, especially right now where the world feels very uncertain, unsafe, unsettling, triggering, and all of that. So I thought, what better time to come on here and talk about how to create a safe space in your home and how to cultivate like a peaceful setting in your day-to-day. So what inspired me initially really like focusing on this in my own life was probably like a year ago when I read the quote, "Tend to the part of the garden you can touch." I believe that's a quote. So what I took that to mean, at least for me, control what you can control. So there's a lot of different quotes about this, and it's something that's like easily said, difficult to apply. At least that's what a lot of my friends have said when I've brought this up. And I agree. I completely agree. Understand that I'm coming from a space of complete compassion for the difficulty in doing this, but just consistently trying every day to just do baby steps toward it, honestly, can be life-changing. So it's not just going to be a fix everything right now. It's not like that, but it is definitely a practice that can be cultivated, and I'm gonna kind of give you the steps, okay? So, tend to the part of the garden you can touch. I think that's the quote. I had to interject here because I did not explain myself. Tend to the part of the garden you can touch is like saying, tend to your home, take care of your family, your small little space here on planet Earth, and try not to focus on trying to control the world, because we tend to focus on the big things that are happening and we feel like, if I can't fix that, like my world is over. But really we can kind of hone in and focus on just our family or just our house or just our immediate environment, and it's kind of like a way of shifting your focus off of your anxiety and onto something else. So that's what this video is about. Okay, back to me. So I personally started a kind of decluttering process in my house because I'm a mom of 3 boys. I bought everything on Amazon for like years, and it was just piling up, and I just had clutter everywhere. If you have young children, that's common, and don't feel guilty if that's your house. I feel you, trust me. But if you have not read the KonMari, the beautiful woman Marie Kondo, that's her name. Marie Kondo wrote Spark Joy, and there's a method of decluttering your house, and it's great, and I highly recommend that you go and check that book out if you don't know anything about that method. But it basically, at a very dumbed down, completely stripped down version of my crappy explanation, it is going through your house, and she has a very specific way, and it's a very, very good way of going through it. But basically going through everything that you have, every item that's in your home, and really seeing if it's something that is of value, if it's something you need, if it's something you use. She has like this whole method of going through it, and I love it. It's great. You should really check that out. That's what I started on when it came to kind of trying to fix my environment, because I was having a lot of issues with my mental health. I was in severe postpartum depression, and currently still deal with just a generalized anxiety disorder. At least that's what I've been diagnosed with. I just know I have anxiety tendencies. I know I have patterns and triggers, and I have a lot of trauma. Because of all of my research in psychology, I feel like I have a very good rundown of like my issues. And I have, over the last few years, done different practices in my life to kind of try and just get more order. Because when you have anxiety, your problem is like, I feel out of control, I feel overwhelmed, right? So one way of managing anxiety can be in managing your environment. And trust me when I tell you, I know that it's difficult trying to get your house in order when you have a bunch of little kids. It's like impossible, actually. So First off, start with complete compassion for your situation. So if you have a lot of children, don't get completely beat up on yourself about not being able to get the house clean. Chores are either you do them like they are misery and killing you, or you can choose to look at it as, okay, I'm going to accomplish this. It's going to make me feel good. So that's another thing. I changed my mentality on how I motivate myself to get things done, like to-do list wise, as like a mom, just in general. Right now I'm a stay-at-home mom. At this time I'm working from home and doing homeschool and trying to just keep things mildly organized because my youngest is now 4. I have like more kid-free time. Like I'm not like attached by the boob to a kid. So if you're attached by the boob to a kid, give yourself grace and empathy. You're literally a factory of food for a human being, because you're not going to get everything done if you're attached by the boob to a child. So what I really started to do was decide that my house, although I do not have a huge income, I'm going to start there. I have 3 kids. I have a lot of expenses, house, whatever. So it's not like I could just be like, I'm going to renovate my house. I'm going to make it a Zen monastery. And just know that it's not going to be right now. Everything is fixed. But little by little, you can do little things. So I started with decluttering and just donating things. An easy way of doing that is just getting black bags, going through your closet, watch a couple videos of Marie Kondo and find out like her little method. Does it spark joy? Am I going to use it? Does it mean something to me? If you haven't used it in the last year and you don't see yourself using it, donate it, get rid of it. Our physical items are like a load on our mind. And when we're able to get rid of things, we make room and space, like energetically. Don't know if you feel me on that one, but so I decluttered. And then what I did was I did little tweaks to my home. Things that bothered me about my home, like my cabinets. This is going to sound super superficial and maybe vain, but my cabinets in my kitchen, I just despise the color of them. It's stupid, but I love to do art and I love the way things look. And my house was like a bad reflection of like my exhausted self. And I felt like I didn't put any love into decorating my home because I was too tired. So I started very slowly to just add little things to my home that made me happy. I started a crazy houseplant collection. I don't think you need to go out and buy a million houseplants. You don't have to buy things. You can literally do these things like without any money. Cleaning your house costs no money. But just like opening the windows, turning music on, and like really going through your stuff, like taking an opportunity to just address what you have instead of like keep ordering things. Like for me, I had really severe anxiety and I would like try to solve problems by buying more things. And I realized that I was just drowning in things and debt. But that's a whole nother video. But we fill our emptiness and our feeling of like overwhelmed with like stuff, and the stuff then becomes a representation and like a trigger. Just even moving the furniture around in your home can just completely change your life, like literally change your life. And it sounds stupid, but it really can. Like I said, just trying to just do little things. So what I did in my bathrooms, I could not afford to redo the bathroom. I hated the countertop, so I looked up cheap ways to redo my bathroom, and I put what is it called? That sticky tape, contact paper, gray marble, and it looks super fancy, and it looks like we paid a bunch of money for gray marble, and we definitely didn't. It's like it livens my day up, because when I go in my bathroom, I don't hate my bathroom. There's these subtle thoughts that can make us so miserable and we don't even notice them because it's just a part of your everyday. Like, oh, I wake up, oh, I hate that I have to wake up. There's little things that you can change, like maybe just buy an alarm clock you love. I did that, and honestly, it changed my life. It has like a little ring light around it. It makes me so happy. There's little things that can just improve your day-to-day. And that's just my goal. And yeah, I talked a lot in this video. I hope it wasn't too long. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you are not following this page, make sure you do. I'm putting together a website, and there's going to be a email, weekly newsletter. So be looking forward to that, and I hope this page does some good in this crazy world. Hang in there. Turn the news off if you can. Try to filter what you're letting in your five senses, because psychology says your subconscious mind, which runs the thoughts that come up in your mind that make your feelings, are from the input that you receive. So if you are only watching things that scare you on your phone, like if you have CNN news alerts or whatever, because you feel like you can't live without knowing what's happening in the world, although yes, it's good to stay informed, having that constant notification and stress can really be an adrenal problem. Like you can cause the fight or flight response to constantly be happening in your body, and then your body gets addicted to the cortisol and the stress chemicals. So especially if you have mental health issues of any kind, to really try to filter what's coming in, because what's coming in ends up being what plays in your mind. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching and following this page. Hang in there. Forgive yourself. Love you.